Hey guys, I know your exams are coming up and a couple of students have been struggling with working out the nursing IV calculations, but they're actually super easy to work out. So I thought I would share with you my method on how to work them out within a few seconds. Let's get started. So the first thing that you really have to know, okay, is this table over here. And here we have 1 kilogram is equals to 1000 grams. 1 gram is 1000 milligrams. 1 milligram is 1000 micrograms. 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. And 1 milliliter is 1000 microliters. And this generally has to be your Bible, okay? If you don't know this, then pause the video, copy all of this, okay, and put it somewhere where you can see it, because we're going to use this as a reference throughout the whole video, okay? We're gonna just use this. So go ahead and make a note of this. So I hope you have that little table memorized, because now we are going to go to simple proportion. You might know this method already, but don't worry, we're gonna go through it. So you should know that 1 gram is equals to 1000 milligrams, correct? Let's say your question is working with 2.5 grams, but you need the value to be in micrograms. So how much micrograms is 2.5 grams? And this is what simple proportion is. You're gonna start talking to yourself and say, I know that 1 gram is 1000 milligrams, right? But I want to know how many milligrams 2.5 gram is. And you're gonna write it like this, okay? Matching values here. Good? Now we are going to switch it up. So, first we switch these two values, okay? So, the 1 is gonna go down here. The 2.5 is gonna go up here. Okay? With a line in between. So, first you switch and then you multiply by this value over here. So you multiply it by 1000. Okay? So now our equation looks like this. 2.5 divided by 1 times 1000. Got it? Switch, multiply. And if you work that out, you are going to get 2500 micrograms. And that is it. That is the method, the only method that you're going to use from now on for all of your nursing calculations. So you can call it simple proportion, or to make it easier to remember, let's call it switch and multiply. Okay? Good. Keep this in mind. We are going to use this every day from now on. So let's work another question. Let's say that your question was working with 3500 milligrams, right? But you want your value in grams. So start talking to yourself and you have to say, okay, I know for a fact that 1000 milligrams are equal to 1 gram. Right? So how many grams is 3500? Let's go. Number 1, switch. Okay? Switch these two values. And you will put 3500 at the top. Okay? This goes up over 1000. Good? Now we multiply by our value here. So multiply by 1, and if you work this out, you should get 3.5 grams. Got it? Super easy, super simple method that we're going to use every time for our nursing calculations, okay? So switch and multiply. Switch the values and multiply by the number here. Let's look into some more invasive questions now. Good? So for part 3, I'll be working one of the questions that you have from your school. And the first question, I'll link it down below. It actually asks, what rate in milliliters per per hour do you need to set the dobutamine infusion if you have a prescription of 120 micrograms per kilo per hour, and it is also telling us that 250 milligrams is in 50 milliliters, and the patient weighs 75 kilos. So don't stress, okay? This is why I'm here. We're gonna do this in 3 simple steps. Very, very easy, all using the switch and multiply method. So let's start. First, always start with the weight. This is the first thing that you have to start with, okay? Weight, 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 weight. So we know that we will give our patient 120 micrograms for every kilo that he has. And our patient weighs 75 kilos. So we will write it here, okay? Always have the missing value at the bottom. And now we will switch it up. So switch up the double value and we get 75 over 1. You see, we switch them up because we have the 2 values here. Multiplied by the single value, which is 120. And if you work this, you will get 9,000 micrograms. So we will give our patient 9,000 micrograms per hour. Good. Step 1 is in. Now, step 2. In step 2, we have a small problem because our value here is mcg, microgram. Our value here is mg, milligram. So we have to change this. What do we know? Let's see. We know that 1,000 microgram is 1 milligram. Good? So how much is 9,000 micrograms worth in milligrams? Again, switch and multiply. Switch and multiply. So switch these two over here. 9,000 goes at the top, 1,000 goes at the bottom. Multiply by the single value times 1. We shall get 9 milligrams per hour. Good, you are one step closer. But the question is asking for milliliters, not micrograms, not weight. They want volume. So step 3 is to change from weight to volume. Okay, and this will be the final step. So we know that 250 milligrams is found in a volume of 50 mils. So let's write it here. We know 250 milligrams equals 50 ml. Good? So how much is 9 milligrams worth in milliliters? Again, switch and multiply. So switch the two values. We go 9 over 250 multiplied by the single value of 50. Okay? And if you work this, you should get 1.8. And that 1.8 is milliliters per hour. So you will set your pump at 1.8 milliliters per hour. And there you have it. This is your final value. Woo! That's not bad at all, is it? Very simple, always using the switch and multiply. Switch and multiply. Good? Let's do another question. So I'm gonna work the second question. And for the second question, again, they are asking for milliliters per hour. The prescription is 3 micrograms per kilo per hour. And the information we have is 6 milligrams. Okay, note the difference. mg, mcg, important, in 60 mils. And the patient's weight is 90 kilos. So, step number 1 is what? Step number 1 is the weight. Get rid of the weight. So, we will give our patient 3 micrograms for every kilo that he has. and our patient is 90 kilos. So how many micrograms are we going to give him? Switch and multiply. So switch the two values, you will get 90 over 1, good, times 3, times multiplied by the single value. And this will give you, let's see, 270 micrograms. So you will be giving your patient 270 micrograms per hour. That is step 1. Step 2, they like to make our life difficult. They gave us different values. So step 2 is get the same value, okay? And we are going to switch from micrograms into milligrams. Think, talk to yourself, say, I know that 1000 micrograms is equal to 1 milligram. So, how much is 270 micrograms worth in milligrams? And again, switch and multiply. So, switch these two, and you will get 270 all over 1000, multiply by the single value, good, and if you work this, you should get 0.27 milligrams, okay? So that is step number 2. Step number 3, the final step. So now we know that we will give our patient 0.27 milligrams per hour. But our question is asking for milliliters per hour. So we need to change the concentration into a volume. What do we know? We know that there is 6 milligrams in 60 mils. So let's write it down. We know 6 milligrams equals 60 mils. How much is 0.27 milligrams worth in mils? Again, very simple. Switch and multiply. I'm not as cool as I think, I know, but deal with it. So now we have 0.27 over 6 times 60. And if we work this out, we should get 2.7 milliliters per hour. Ta-da! Good. Another question in. I will be uploading a couple of more videos for you. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please message me, and I am very welcome to help. Okay? I hope you guys do well in your clinicals. Follow me on Instagram, Nurse.Mariana, or my Facebook page, The Nursing Journal. Take care. Good luck with your exams.